You are watching Morning Musings with Reinhard von Hennings, chairman and founder of Bridge House Law in Charlotte, North Carolina.
What are the trends and legal implications of foreign investors in U.S. real estate? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennings. Foreign investment in United States real estate has seen a remarkable growth over the last few decades. It started with greater yields. It went over to a higher level of security for some downturns. So let's explore the surge in foreign investment, shed some light into legal and tax consequences, look into the double taxation treaty a bit, and highlight the Foreign Investment in Real Property Tax Act, known as FIRPTA, because we all know there is always the big old Uncle Sam who wants to have taxes at the end. So let's start to talk about the rise of foreign investment in US real estate. We have seen now unprecedented levels of growth, with billions of dollars pouring into residential and commercial properties. The surge can be attributed to various factors, such as economic stability, attractive returns. That's what I said earlier, the very high attractive look-back IRR, just to name one way of calculation. A very robust legal framework to secure investors, as well as a safe investment environment. This is part of the American dream. Let's talk about residential real estate. Foreign investors have been increasingly drawn to residential properties in the United States, especially metropolitan areas like New York, Los Angeles, and Miami, but also in beach-type areas where the vacation is the goal, or where there is a golf course nearby, or where there is something you like to do in your free time. While baby boomers are booming out of their employment, they're booming into the extra available funds. So why not have a house in Florida and enjoy the Florida sun rather than the snow and rain in wherever your native territory is? Lots of those investors are looking to have residential real estate on an as-needed basis, but also as a way to use it for rental income when they don't use the home. So security and cash flow are two reasons. Next, let's take a look into commercial real estate. Foreign investors are also actively participating in the commercial real estate sector. Foreign investors are one of the large acquiring forces of office buildings, retail spaces, hotels, and other properties. Many hotels are built with a so-called EB5 investment, which gives green card to investors who at the end invest $1.8 million or more. So what are some legal and tax consequences? Foreign investments into the United States is an opportunity, but let's start with the basics. Any foreigner can invest in the United States real estate. That's cool. That's not the case in some other countries. So how is your rental income then treated? Under the double taxation treaty with the United States and many countries, rental income by a foreign investor in the United States is taxed in theory both in the home country as well as in the United States. However, the treaty provides that there may be some claim for foreign tax credits and deductions to avoid such double taxation. Therefore, it's crucial to understand for investors what kind of double taxation treaty is available between your country and the United States. Talk to an expert is always a good idea. So what's FIRPTA? FIRPTA is a Foreign Investment in Real Property Tax Act, FIRPTA, and it is a significant legislation which affects foreign investors. FIRPTA requires foreign investors to pay taxes on gains derived from the sale of the property. So if you make more money than you bought the property for, that's good. But again, the taxes are sure. The act aims to ensure that foreign investors contribute their fair share, because the thought is once the money is gone, so is the opportunity to later claim some taxes. So therefore, a withholding requirement is always attached. So what are trends and challenges? First of all, investors from China. Chinese investors have been prominent in the real estate market. However, changes in Chinese regulation and capital outflow restrictions have led to a decline in Chinese investments in the US. This gives now an open door for investors from other countries. So what is the impact on the local markets? While foreign investment in the United States brings economic benefit, it also has a consequence, kind of like an unintended consequence, on the local markets. The influx of foreign capital can drive up property prices. It could be challenging for local investors, for local residents, to buy affordable housing or even to rent. So critics argue that foreign investors leave properties vacant, therefore the housing shortages are not solved by new development. Let's talk a bit about German and other European investors. German investors have been a significant player in the US real estate market. They bring a lot of expertise. Some real estate investors are investing in the United States for 10, 20 years or more. German investors have shown a preference in both residential and commercial properties, and they're looking for the so-called 24-hour cities. Whatever that means, it seems to be a city which never sleeps, which, as we all know from the good adage from the music, there's New York, the city which never sleeps. They often seek long-term investments. Long-term investments seem to drive a European understanding of a higher level of stability, whereas American investors often seek a shorter-term holding period. European investors outside of Germany have shown a strong appetite for the US market as well. France, United Kingdom, the Netherlands, especially pension plans from the Netherlands, have been actively involved in acquiring residential and commercial properties. So the influx of foreign investors is one part. It is, on the other part, fascinating to see how much this foreign money leads to a booming building and construction industry, how property management sector are growing, and how local municipals are being developed and redeveloped. Opportunities are on the roads, which are being paved right now. The discussion about a proper balance between foreign investors and vacancy rates attached to that means that often foreign investors are seen as welcome if it is for commercial real estate, but not that welcome in the residential market. But again, there are so many commercial buildings which would have not been possible, but for a foreign investor. How does a foreign investor buy in the United States? Well, first of all, they need data. And the more data is available on easy sources, the more likely are the foreign investors to come in and to make a decision based on their real estate location. What can communities do? Communities can reach out to foreign investors to discuss joint investment goals. Policymakers can foster such dialogues, and at the end, make sure the communities grow stronger, as America always has been a strong part to integrate immigrants and investors from all different parts of the world. The involvement of German and European and other investors in the United States real estate has been strong over the years. It is a strong trend. It's a trend to continue. Have you considered, as a foreign company, as a foreign investor, not only to buy a company, to build up a company, and to be financially savvy in the United States, but also to buy real estate? And I've seen with my clients that after 3 to 5 years of holding real estate here, renting warehouses, office buildings, and you name it, that's the point when typically my clients start to invest. Are you ready to take a piece of the American real estate? Let's talk.
Whether you're a private citizen, an international business leader, or simply someone eager to stay on top of the latest news, this book is a great way to get caught up on the most recent developments in the worlds of international business, tax, politics, and social affairs. Go to morningmusings.com and order your copy today.
Thank you for joining us today. If you would like more information about Bridge House Law, please visit our website at bridgehouse.law. Before you go, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more up-to-date content. Bridge House Law, business-minded, client-focused.